the one like fat guy, and he's just like moving around. He's like, you know, what meme I'm talking about?
I don't know.
Really? It's the guy. It's like the fat guy, and he has like a green cap on, and he's like, like running all over the place. And it's like me explaining to the FBI. She's actually a 1,000-year-old dragon girl in a little girl's body. You know, like the. Let's just play RSMP, like the personal world.
She was 18 in dog years ago.
Yeah, yeah. So I will admit I'm being kind of petty before I go on this rant, like at the end at least. But also, fuck him. This shit is immature. I'm just gonna scroll to the top and I'm gonna skip whatever I don't think is juicy enough, and later I will make a video out of this. Will it be using the same content I'm making right now? Who knows? It might. Watch and find out. Anyway. So, this guy redated, right? And the thing is that he's way older than me. Way older than me. He's tweeted with the Sunstream. Should I say the age? I think it's very relevant. Like, very relevant. Should I say the age, Jackie?
That's up to you.
It's very relevant to the story. So I
Is it? Are you gonna invite me, man?
Yeah. The world's loading up.
Or is it
We're just
loading
gonna play
up?
Iron Survival.
Oh, okay.
Mostly because, like, I don't know. I wanted to play Carrots SMP, but honestly, I feel like I've, like, gone way too behind already. And I'm not gonna play as much as everyone else.
And plus, you're not gonna be setting up any shops either, because, like, Carrot's shop with the enchantments and stuff, I've seen the light of low prices and, like, no, like, give me half of your fucking diamonds, so, yeah.
I think it's because Carrot's more for the community rather than himself, and I think that's
Yeah.
very horrible. Also because,
For an SMP, that's fine.
yeah, for SMP that's just small it is, actually. Because, like, if you think about it, there's only, like, 2 players, you know?
Yeah. I mean, he makes
there's no,
bank,
like,
I'm not gonna lie. But, that's irrelevant.
Yeah, probably.
Though.
But he could be making more bank. Let's just be real.
He could. Like, he could bump up the prices by 1 dime. Wow, there goes.
No one. But won't buy 5 diamonds. Let's be real. But,
Shoot.
okay.
Oh my god, wait, is this the
guy
world with, like,
is-
all those diamonds?
Is it?
I think it
we're in a world with all
is.
those diamonds.
I remember one where there were, like, 7 patches or something like that. All down, like, one singular road. It was sick.
Anyway, so the thing here is this man's. I don't like admitting this, but he's super old. He's like older than my oldest brother. My brother's 30. He's 31. So the reason this is relevant is because multiple reasons later on. I kind of knew his age. But I didn't really, I don't know, I just kind of knew his age. But this man's, within the first day of meeting him, within the first, like, hour of us actually talking, also, we met at work, let me be clear, we met at work, this isn't, like, somebody I matched with on here, but, we met at work, and within, like, the first hour, dude, like, the very first hour, he was like, oh, like, hey! Stop it! Children are just fun. Fucking assholes. But, should I kill him?
What?
Within the first, like, literally, like, hour, he's talking to me about, like, shit that's, like, way too fucking much, you know? Like, he's telling me about how like when we get to the point where I meet his mom and everything, and I'm like, well, shit, like I don't want to meet your mama. No. It's kind of
I'm
weird,
good.
you know?
I'm good.
I don't want to meet your mom. You might meet for like an hour, right? It's weird that he's mentioning it, because with the relationships, you're not, there's a talking to phase, and then there's the getting together phase, and there's the, like, talk. Then there's the talking about whether or not you guys want to, like, stay together, stuff like that, like, it's just a bunch, or if you guys want to be loyal to each other, stay together. But, and, like, homie went from all those stages to, like, when are you gonna meet my mom stage, which is, like, near the end, Oh, I didn't need to kill him. He let go of his people.
Hey, I'm gonna mine 2 diamonds for an enchantment table because that's a smart
I'm pretty sure we already
my
have one.
book. Oh, do we?
I think we already have
Okay.
Don't we?
Check.
Pretty sure we do.
Check. I don't even know where base
Well,
is.
like,
I don't even know where
and-
base is.
Really?
No.
I remember we had diamonds, so I think they were found by unnatural means. But he's like, don't turn on my story, bro. What the hell, man? Rude ass. But he's over here like, yo, like, you finna do all this shit, and I'm over here like, I'm just trying to vibe, I'm just trying to live my life. Cause like, I'm 19, bro. I don't want to, it's kind of too much. It's like way too much. And then, honestly, I didn't need to say his exact age, by the way, now that I think about it. I could have just said he's older than me. Like, a good couple years experience older than me. But, yeah. So then, like, how we met is we were talking at work because he was playing anime that I recognized. So I was like, yo, is that this anime? And he's like, hell yeah. And I'm like, okay, cool. Like, you should, like, we should talk about it. And we talked about it for a little bit, and then he left. Like, he came to my work afterwards because he knew where I worked because of my obvious get-up. And then he gave me his number, and I'm like, cool. And then we go, we talk, having fun. He sent me all this shit. I'm like, weird. And then we're okay for a while, and then I think around 3 days after, well, basically he was taking stuff too fast though, he was just like, yo, like, we finna get married, like, hella fast, like, yo, like, when you meet my parents, like, yo, like, tell me the way you shower and stuff, which the other stuff was honestly really caring. He's a really nice guy, but, like, also, like, you need to back off, bro. You're, like, way older than me. And then, let's see. What day is this? This is Wednesday, September 23rd. That is the day I met him.
Okay, wait.
How many days has it been? September 23rd. That's like 2 weeks, no?
September 23rd? Yeah, about.
No, it's not. It's 1, 2. Yeah, it is. It's actually almost exactly 2 weeks now. Because we went on Wednesday.
Yeah.
Today's Wednesday. 1, 2. So exactly 2 weeks ago. We met exactly 2 weeks ago. Exactly 2 weeks ago. Exactly 2 weeks ago. So, he sent me all this stuff. I'm like, cool. And then, let's see. Let me just see. Paragraph. Also, just so you know, like, he's saying things like, like mucho amor, Vanessa, which means like much love. But also, I'm pretty sure he was just saying that so that way he can't say like he's basically trying to say I love you without saying I love you to me. Just so you know. But then September 26th, 3 days after, right? I'm like, yo, just want to tell you this like right now. Like I don't really like you a lot, but I'm not looking for anything serious, you know. So honestly, like he just tried dipping, like as soon as that happened, right? He's like, well, thank you for letting me know that you're not ready for a relationship. I totally understand. I want to give you the space for you to create the opportunity to be ready, but I can't continue on dating you. Also, we never said we were dating or anything. We never agreed on that. We were just talking. I can't continue on dating you because ultimately I'm ready for something more. So I think the best thing for me to do is give you space and maybe, but hopefully most of all, I'll be ready for a relationship or I'll still be available when that time is right for you. And I'm like, I get that at the end of the day. Age doesn't matter. You're ready to settle down while I'm still trying to discover the world. I'm okay with being friends if you'd like. And he's like, no, we can't be friends. And I'm like, why? Okay, fine, whatever, you know? And then I'm like, I respect your decision, but why is that, you know? And then he said, because I would rather be more to you than a friend, Vanessa. You know that our age difference does not matter. I would be lying to myself and having more feelings for you than a friend will simply kill me slowly inside. And then I'm like, I'm okay with continuing how we are, because we're not dating. And then, like, I couldn't really say what I wanted to say. But, like, I basically told him, like, yo, I'm, like, low-key gonna be loyal to you, you know? So, like, we're just moving too fast, you know? But I'll be loyal to you, you know? And he's like, that's okay. Like, I'm okay with taking things you know, sorry, I just, you know. Like, well, that's okay. I'm totally fine with taking things slow. I agree that talking about the future is too soon. So I don't bring it up, but he did bring it up. Like, a lot. Like, a lot. I'm familiar with this situation. I just handled it poorly in the past love. So no worries, because I really think it'll be alright. So he's basically like, yeah, like, we're dating now. And I'm like, okay, should I break off all my hoes? So I got a lot of hoes. And he said, yeah. And I'm like, oh, okay. And then low-key scummy, you shouldn't do this. But in all honesty, I had a feeling that we weren't gonna last, which we didn't, obviously, because it's 2 weeks later and I'm going on a rant. And I was like, yo, I'm just gonna stop texting everyone completely. Like, I'm just gonna ghost every single one of them. Except for, like, 2 of them that actually gave effort and, like, tried texting me, like, a lot afterwards. Because they're like, yo, where are you? Okay, what? Yes, baby, don't bother me while I'm streaming. And then I just stopped talking to them. Like, just entirely. Like, I just ghosted everyone, but Aki, you still here?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, sorry, you just went really silent. Like, really, really silent. You can interrupt with questions and things you want to say, by the way. Like, agreeing with me. Or not agreeing with me, I guess. That's cool.
That's cringe as hell.
So, you know, you're cringe, bro. My fucking content's cringe, bro. Why do you think I get all those 12-year-old views, man? Ooh, 22 followers only. But, but, yeah, I'm just like, yo, like, what the hell, you know? A little bit. And then I come over a couple times, right? And I just find that really weird. Cause, like, I don't know. That's just sus to me, you know? It felt like I was 100% being pressured into the relationship. Cause, like, if I don't date him, we're not friends anymore. And I lose him completely. I don't want to lose him completely, so I dated him. That's basically how I ended up, you know? And I was just like, yo, that's pretty fucked up. You know, that's kind of really fucked up. But whatever. Oh, I hear that zombie break a door. So then, the fuck?
Oh yeah,
Where are
man.
you? Bro, where's the attack? There's a fucking zombie breaking into the blacksmithing house. Just leave us alone. Jesus Christ. But yeah, it's just sus. Dude, it's just sus. Yeah, you don't just do that. It's just a weird, not okay for me thing to do. Just entirely. So then, I'm just trying to get into a position where I'm watching something. Oh yeah, watching the pig pen. Oh yeah, not watching the pig pen because it's a skeleton. Oh yeah. Watching the pig pen from where the skeleton can't see me. Oh yeah. I'm in the pig pen. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, getting fed in the pig pen. So it's just fucked up, you know? It's just kind of weird. That's not cool. And then going down, like yesterday, right? I'm like, bro. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out what to do. But like the day before yesterday, actually, I got sick, right? Well, like actually like a week ago. But like I got sick because my tooth, like, it don't work no more, you know? Like, it had an abscess. Like, they pulled it yesterday. But I spent a couple hours just not texting him, you know, like, whatever. And then let's see what day it is. I noticed this a lot, that he did send me multiple messages sometimes, like a lot of messages over and over again. But yeah, 2 days ago he texted me because I knew somebody who was I thought giving away TV. Turns out they weren't. And I told him, like, hey, I can get you the TV because it's a newer model and it's newer than the one he has, you know? And he said, okay, like, well, no problem. When I told him, like actually, like, no. TV's not yours. And then I told him about my skull candies, right? And then this is within, like, how much is 4, 8?
12.
9 minutes. 9 minutes of me not replying. He sent 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 messages. 15 messages. And then the next day, I am in a lot of pain. So I'm not saying anything, right? And he's like, hope you're having a good day. So, like, tomorrow's the day. I'm worrying a little bit, but, like, I'm sure you'll be fine. It's honestly all sweet. It's just the fact that it's just very overwhelming. It's very clingy, right? But from 5:04 to 10:35, he sent me 15 messages. At least that's why I remember. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13? Yeah, that's 13. So it's like 13. But he's just repeatedly messaging me, right? And I'm not replying because I'm tired as hell, right? Like, I'm in a lot of pain, like, a lot of pain. And I was also at my brother's, so I was really busy. A couple hours later, he sends me, like, a thinking emoji, like... And then, like, you know, he just sends, like, kind of low-key upset emojis and stuff. And I'm like, bro, like, can you just leave me alone? Please? Like, can you not? Like, after 2 weeks, dude, of us, like, semi-dating, we only hung out, like, a little bit. This is too much. And, like, it might have also just been too much for me as well. Because, like, this is very sweet. It's a lot, you know? So I don't, like, sorry and everything. And I told him, like, yo, I want to talk about our relationship again. This was yesterday while I was at the dentist, by the way. At the dentist. I'm just like, it's just that I think we kind of brushed by the talking phase and just jumped straight into the relationship. I'm still really young. I want to explore my options and see what life has to offer. The only reason I didn't say this before is because I would have lost you, and that's something I don't want to do. He's like, yo, like, let me sleep first. Afterwards, let's talk. I'm like, alright. And then he says, Vanessa, honestly, I would rather have talked about this in person. I don't think most guys would be as noble, but I'll be honest with you always. The truth is, you're a young, beautiful woman. You're still developing, discovering what you want. And then he says this, which pisses me off. He does this a lot, where he knows me, but he doesn't know me. He's like, oh, like, you're the type of person who does this and that, and, like, you know me, like, 2 weeks. Shut the fuck up. You don't know me, dude. Like, there's little times that he's right, but they're, like, basic behavior that I have. Like, I'm a loud person, But he'll, like, mansplain it to me. He'll be like, oh, you're a very loud, like, confident, outgoing person. And I'm like, yeah, I fucking know that, dude. Like, of course you're gonna pick up on that, And he said, you're still discovering, developing, like, what you want. These emotions, the feelings you have for me are real, however. And I got pissed off because I'm like, you don't know my emotions, bro. You don't know, you don't get to say how I feel. What the fuck is your problem, bro? It's just, I don't know, like, with the way he acts, he doesn't seem like a manipulative person at all, but it's very small things that he does that just, it rubs me, like, the bad way. And, like, I don't know, like, because manipulating somebody is fairly, like, if you play your parts right, actually kind of easy to do, low-key, as long as you know what to do. And it's little things that he does. Because it's always the little things. Always keep that in mind. It's always the little things, So I see him doing little things, and it's so weird, like, not wanting to be friends afterwards, Like, that's kind of like a pressure mechanism to, like, oh, I'm going to lose him forever if I don't do this. So you don't do it, But then again, that might have just been him, like, not wanting you to talk. But also, he told me stories about how he was friends with his exes for, like, 10 years and stuff. Like, on and off, and just stuff like that, So, like, it makes me think, like, no, that's kind of fucking bullshit, And then, like, just telling me the way I feel is one of those things,
Mm.
And then he's like, I understand how you feel because I once said the same thing. I'll always be here, but always moving forward. You have the freedom to find yourself and love who you are. I don't want to hold you back from that. And I'm like, dude, you can't. What the fuck? Like, you can't tell me how I feel. Like, I'm okay with continuing the way we are, but like, I don't want to be like in a relationship. That's too much, too fast, like too right now. Like, you need to back off, bro. And then he's like he's like, so it's okay. I don't forget the people I care about, but there's no guarantee that I'll always be here. 6 years from now, maybe 11 years from now, you'll see things differently. I'm like, okay, and I'm okay with still talking and coming over. That's the main reason I wanted to date, because I didn't want to lose you from being in my life. He's like, but doing that makes things complicated, especially if you're to me crazy when I simply cannot do that. I respect myself. And I'm like, what the fuck do you mean what? Dude, like, it's not like I'm asking him to be, like, a sex toy or anything, I'm just saying that, like, I still want to, like, be part of his life. And, like, how would it be disrespecting himself if he lets me be part of his life, And, like, that, I just find that, like, very weird. Because it's, like, like, before you date someone, they would be a part of your life, So, like, why? It's just weird to me when you think about, like, everything he said about his exes, about him, like talking to them for, like, a very long time and everything, and then how he just kind of puts himself on this pedestal by being like, I'm so nice, I'm so noble, which he is, but, like, also at the same time, it rubs you the wrong way, and it's just, I sound probably crazy, but, like, I just can't explain it properly, but like, it's there, Especially since I'm really worried of like manipulative people because they're just so easy to like to be there. You know, they're very easy to show up. And then, right. Yeah, and I'm like, yeah, in all honesty, I don't think we can be in contact again. I also respect myself, and if someone is only talking to you to date, then they're simply never going to be the one. I feel very pressured in our relationship because of this, and our interaction is our interaction. That isn't something I share much with people. And then he's like, yeah, I'm aware of the talk no show. I'm like, what? Like, what's that have to do? Oh. Okay, so basically he was saying that I can't bond with somebody by just talking to them. You know? And I'm like, I'm asking you if you could just talk. Oh, okay. And I said, yeah, you can. I never said you can. And he's like, the difference between us is that I know what I want. And I'm like, I never said, like, and, like, you know, I just want to hang out with you and talk to you. And he's like, low-key friends, and I already said I'm not for that because of the way... the way he types here is so fucking stupid. Low-key friends already said I'm not for that because of the way it would make me feel. That's a weird way to put it. Yeah, but I was just saying that, like, I wasn't asking for sex. I was asking to talk. And then, like, I just said, like, just to confirm. I'm like, did you want to continue being friends? Because you're just giving me mixed feelings at this point. And then he's like, in all honesty, I never meant to pressure you into doing anything, but it's as if you're not hearing me out, at least understanding it can't be helped because you're just as stubborn. When I say I care about you on a deeper level than just a friend, but if I were to meet someone who loves me, I won't hesitate to move on. And I'm like, likewise. And I was just confirming, but yeah, let's just go our separate ways. And he said, confirming what? If I love you? And then I'm like, if you wanted to be friends? What the f... What the f... What the fuck? What the fuck? Like, this just completely, like, stopped me in my tracks, because I was like, what the fuck, dude? Where did that come from? What the fuck is that? Because you don't, like, love, like, I admit, like, you can't just suddenly, like, fall in love with somebody on sight. That's not something that doesn't happen. Like, it does happen, 100%. But also, at the same time, we've been talking for 2 weeks, dude. And, like, you're bringing the word love into this when I'm already, like, no, like, just wanting to talk? Like, what the fuck? And this is what I was trying to explain to you earlier, but I stopped because I wanted to catch it on stream. But, like, if somebody, you're, like, young, right? Like, you're one of their first lovers and stuff, and they say I love you to you, like, prematurely, that's because, like, it's new to them, you know? But for somebody who's had, like, on and off relationships and everything, that's been dating for, like, a while now, like, for literally, like, 3 times your lifetime, like, no, you should know by now, you know, you should really know by now. That's just suspicious. It's weird because, like something manipulative people do is they'll say I love you, so that way you're pressured to stay in more, and then they'll kind of hang it over your head a little bit. Like, and so this is why I was just like, what the fuck, dude? What the fuck? Dude? What the fuck? What? You know? I was just really weirded out immediately. I was just uncomfortable. Like, it's just no. Just no, just no. And then he's like, "Lol, oh, we're already good friends. That's part of growing a foundation." And I'm like, "Yeah, but we kind of went past that part. For me, at least. I don't consider you a good friend. Like we get along swimmingly and everything, but also like, what's no?" And he's like, "But it is best to go our own ways." I'm like, "Yeah." And then I'm like, he's like, "Okay, we should at least see each other one last time. It would mean a lot. It's been a week since we've been together. Doing this over the phone feels heartless." And I'm like, "I think it's best if we don't." And he's like, "Sure, okay, would have been more meaningful. This is not a good way to part ways, but it shows me how much you care." And I'm like, "I mean, I care. It's just not a good idea, you know?" He said, "Okay." And then afterwards, like 20 minutes afterwards, and he's the one that said he wanted to cut contact. He messages me again, right? He's like, "Every other relationship that I've been in, I burned to the ground. I'm glad you're not one of them." And then like today, just because I was like I reread the message because I was it was just kind of there. Um, I just got really pissed off because I'm like you did burn bridges, so you know. So then I text him like, if it's any reassurance, you did the same here. I don't repair my bridges, and you burnt this one. And then he's like you're the one who wanted to date other people. I want to keep our relationship between us, so I just let you go. I didn't burn the bridges between us. But you're trying to. I'm assuming he meant like you're trying to with that heartless comment of yours. So please don't, because I care about you. And then like, I mean, you kind of did. You're the one that wants to cut off all contact. I just don't want anything serious right now. I'm okay with casual chatting and everything. You just want to settle down. We simply just want different things. So I cut it off. You know, like the actual relationship. And then I'm like, he's like, because anything less of my full love is not worth time losing on. If am to be anything to you, he uses really bad grammar. I want to be able to love you to the fullest, and I'm not sure you understand yet what it means to love someone. And I'm like I hate how he acts like that, dude. He just undermines me sometimes as well. It's just no, like no. Because it's one thing when you call yourself stupid, but it's something else when somebody else calls you stupid, you know? Like, you know. And, like,
Yeah.
I never said that I'm bad at love. Because I've never
Hold
said that.
on. You keep rambling. I'm gonna go and take a moment. I'll be back. Maybe.
Actually, the whole point of the rambling is so you listen. This isn't just a story time. Talking to you, bro. That's why I said if you have anything to say. Actually, you said
No. It's about uh something else. I'll be back.
I can. Really? I could just. This shit could 10 everyone. I don't know what the fuck Aki's doing up there. It's right, because I'm thirsty as hell. Another news, by the way. I got my tooth pulled out yesterday. I also got a filling in my front teeth. I'm sure it's just because I think the reason why I needed the filling in my front teeth is because I kind of like. What was that? I kind of like move. Like whenever I talk, I just kind of realize my tongue touches the front of my tooth. So it's probably been just scraping off for the last couple of years. But I'm assuming it's still soft. It's still very sensitive, so I'm assuming eventually it'll like stop being sensitive. I'm just gonna read the rest of this real quick because I haven't. We're still in the middle of arguing. Just gonna. Oh god, Mr. Mickey's gone. Okay, well I'll just tell him the rest because he's gone now. Hello? Am I connected to internet? Hello? I think his Xbox turned off. Okay. Well, yeah, then I'll just tell the rest. But it's just weird. Basically, the rest it's just weird. I don't like that, you know. Let me see, where were we? Like, I know what it means to love someone. I know it takes time. Don't love you, and the fact that you're using that word is just way too fucking much. And then he was still talking when I sent that. He's like, I want to try new things with other people. I'm not going to hold you back from you doing what you want to do with your life. I would have wanted the same at your age, and to be honest, I did. So it's cool. We can still talk and all. I'm not pushing you out of my life. I'm leaving the window open because we have a good bond. I'm like, literally yesterday you said you didn't want to be friends. And then he's like, after thinking about it, I was wrong for saying that. I'm sorry. And I'm like, so it takes me texting you for you to realize, like literally, how old are you? You tell me about how you were cool with your exes until they fucked you over, but when we broke up, it just came by. Then after I texted you saying, no, dude, you fucked up, I'm gone. When he's basically like I don't know, what he said was just, it just pissed me off because like you did burn this bridge, dude. You fucked up. No, like, I'm gone. Like, you burnt the bridge. There's no, like, don't be like, good thing I didn't burn your bridge. Like, yes, you did, actually. You literally. And then, like it suddenly, like, never mind, JK, let's talk. Like, what? Like, he's like, are you done insulting me, or are we going to talk like adults? Like, I'm only human and I make mistakes. I said I was sorry about how I handled the situation. Guys my age is just done with wasting time. So if you want me in your life or not, let me know now, or forever hold your peace. So if you just text me to insult me, don't waste your time. I was like, I was just stating facts, man. I did not say one insult, technically. And he's like, well, you're correct. I did act like a child with how I handled the situation. I would take that F, parentheses, fail, to my mistake. You're a good woman, and I don't regret meeting you, Vanessa. And I'm like, what? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? Like, okay, look, the reason why I want to make this video as well is that vibes matter. Okay, I'm no longer looking at my phone, so I can actually play now. But vibes matter. They matter a lot, you know? Like, in all honesty, if I was a different person, if I was more into him and everything, he wouldn't have done anything wrong whatsoever, you know? They could have been perfect, you know? But, like, you need to be able to read somebody's vibe, you know? Like, if they're, like, down with that, if they want to move fast, they want to move fast, you know? If they want to move slow, they want to move slow. You gotta respect it, not only, but you gotta, like, be able to know, you know? And, like, especially when they tell you. You know, especially when they tell you, like, that is just something important, like, just overall. You can't just be like, nah, dude, I'm just gonna ignore the way you feel. I'm gonna assume the way you feel, though, but things that have zero basis. Because that's apparently okay, right? I'm like, no, it's not. None of it's okay. None of everything you did was okay. Like, all of it was kind of bad, honestly. This is a nice trick. You put him in here, and then you can't leave. Unless he falls over. Wait, can he not go through this? Oh, he can't. I thought he could. But yeah, vibes are important, man. Dude, if they don't want it, they don't want it. You need to stop peddling goods to the wrong service. Or stop peddling the wrong service to the wrong, like, people. You know, if a man doesn't have a flat screen TV and you're asking him if he wants, like, cable, or a TV at all, actually it's not flat screen, but, like, you know, he's not gonna really be down with it. You know, he's gonna be more like, fuck that shit. And then he just called me right now. Like, I just got a call from him. and I hung up. Because I'm not doing that. That's not... No. No. Should have apologized sooner, boy. I gotta respect. Always respect yourself, woman. You don't need no man. You don't need you, though. Remember that. Not just women either. Guys, too. But it mostly applies to women. It's weird. Guys, you deserve the best, though. Don't let anybody tell you you don't. You do. Anyway, I think that's it. If I have any more, I'll tape it to the back of the video. I actually didn't like the way this came out. I feel like I couldn't explain it properly at all. But, you know, you just gotta know, man. Just some shit. Doing some type of shit is just not good. You know? Other types of shits are okay, though. But, like, just overall, if you tell somebody how they feel and stuff, it's usually not good for them. And you also gotta know, like, when to not be clingy. Because honestly, it's a turn off, bro. I don't like clingy people. I don't think anybody else does really either. So clingy people are just kind of not dope. Like, it depends, again, on your vibes, but also, like, somebody's repeatedly telling you no. Just take the no, man. Don't argue with them. Don't be like, but like, you know, just stop it. Get some help. You know, just stop it.